Spot up for three again. Yes!
Courtney Newton played guard and forward at USC between 2007 and 2012. Newton was part of Don Staley's rebuilding effort at South Carolina, making the Sweet 16 in 2012. Newton owns a share of the school record for three-point percentage in a game after making all 5 of her three-pointers in a game against Georgia. Her playing career may be over, but Newton is staying involved in the sport after being named head coach of the girls basketball team at Lexington High School.
I always knew, when I was little that I wanted to be a coach. My dad's a coach, my mom's a coach, so I always knew when growing up one day I wanted to be a coach. So I didn't know it would happen this fast, but the opportunity presented itself. So I'm excited that I'm already into coaching.
Newton works at Lexington High School as a guidance counselor, but is looking forward to this new role. She now has her own rebuilding project to improve a team that has 2 state championships in its history, but went 7-12 last season. Newton learned a lot about herself and about the game of basketball while playing here at USC. She hopes to carry over some of the lessons she learned to her new team in Lexington, especially the way her Gamecock teams played on the court.
We played hard no matter what. We competed, and I want my girls to have that mindset that we're going to compete every day, we're going to play hard, and really have an aggressive attitude.
Lexington High School Athletic Director Josh Stepp says Newton has already made an impact.
She brings that instant credibility, and she's already generated excitement. We have, our female athletes down here in the athletic wing pretty much throughout the whole day at some point, and there is a lot of excitement. Girls are talking about it. They're excited about the upcoming season and excited about having the opportunity to play for her.
Newton feels the same way.
I'm really excited, and I'm glad to have the support, in the community. I've got so many text messages and things on Twitter just congratulating me from, South Carolina fans to people in the community. So I'm just excited to have that support and just get started.
With Newton's guidance, Lexington High School girls basketball hopes to return to its winning ways and maybe even see some new championship banners in the gym. Seth Wilson, Carolina News. More than 36,000 fans piled into Williams-Brice Stadium to get their first look at the 2014 Gamecock football team. The Gamecocks are coming off 3 straight 11-win seasons and are gearing up for another one.
We have a lot of players on our team who've been here quite a while. What that means, only that. Doesn't mean we're going to beat a lot of teams or not. We could go bad or we can go good. We just have to wait and see.
The Gamecocks will return starters on both sides of the ball, but will also have to replace some big-time players. With names like Clowney, Ellington, and Shaw all heading to the NFL draft, the 2014 Gamecocks will definitely have some new contributors. Quarterback Dylan Thompson will be the full-time starter, and he looks to take full control of the leadership aspect of this team.
Last year was different because when I went in, I felt like, it's got to be a big play soon or I'm not coming back in sometimes. And this year, it's a different ballgame. We just got to move the chains, get first downs, and we'll wind up in the end zone.
Thompson will lead an offense that returns a lot of weapons, including Shaq Rowland at receiver and Mike Davis leading a stable of running backs. The defense has a few more holes to fill, but won't have to rely on 1 or 2 players for key stops.
I think we're going to have 11 guys that we're going to put on the field that will play together as a unit, and when you get 11 guys playing as a unit, I think you'll be okay.
The defense has been trying out both a 3-4 and a 4-2-5 scheme for the fall. With some new names on defense, it gives everyone a chance to make plays.
I feel like it's a lot better that we have just a lot of athletes out there running around and being able to make plays. So I feel fine with our defense this year.
The Gamecocks hope that 11 guys playing as a unit on offense and defense will lead to another 11-win season in 2014. Seth Wilson, Carolina News.
Welcome back. We have Seth Wilson here with us for sports.
I know the Gamecocks have a game tonight, Seth, but I would imagine to think it would be pretty tough to top what they did on Saturday.
That's right. They're definitely looking to keep that going, but hey, the season must go on. The Gamecock baseball team will be back in action tonight, taking on Appalachian State. The Gamecocks are coming off a series sweep against Tennessee over the weekend that saw them win both Saturday games with walk-off home runs. The Gamecocks are tied for best in the SEC and are ranked 2nd in the Baseball America poll. Starting for the Gamecocks will be right-hander Evan Beal, who pitched 4 scoreless innings in his last appearance against Coastal Carolina. First pitch is set for 7 at Carolina Stadium. From baseball to softball, the Gamecock softball team is hosting a doubleheader today. The team is currently on a 5-game winning streak and is coming off a sweep of Ole Miss. Senior Ashlyn Masters earned SEC Player of the Week honors and currently has a 13-game hitting streak. Right now, the Gamecocks are taking on Charleston Southern, and then they will take on Presbyterian at 7. Staying on the diamond, yesterday was opening day for Major League Baseball, and the Atlanta Braves were in Milwaukee taking on the Brewers. Brewers first baseman Ryan Braun received a standing ovation from the home crowd. This was his first game back from a PED suspension. In the bottom of the fourth, with runners on second and third, Aramis Ramirez doubles into left and brings in 2 runs to give Milwaukee the lead. MLB's new replay system was used for the first time in the 6th when Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez challenged the call at first base. Ryan Braun was called safe on the play, but after the review, the call was overturned and he was ruled out. The Brewers would go on to win the game 2-0. This marks the 5th time the Braves have been shut out in their past 7 meetings with the Brewers. In the upstate, the Clemson men's basketball team is in the Final Four of the NIT tournament. This is the 3rd time the Tigers have made it to the NIT semifinals in program history. The Tigers are back in action tonight, taking on SMU in New York City. The winner will advance to play either Florida State or Minnesota in the NIT championship. Game time is set for 7 and can be seen on ESPN2. Some other players are hoping to make it to New York for the NFL Draft. Tomorrow is Pro Day for South Carolina, where former players will work out for NFL scouts. Players that are expected to work out include Jadeveon Clowney, Connor Shaw, Bruce Ellington, Victor Hampton, and Kelsey Quarles. The on-field portion of the event is open to the public and will begin at 11 a.m. The players look to impress the scouts and increase their draft stock. The NFL Draft starts on Thursday, May 8th, with the first round being held in prime time. So definitely an exciting time tomorrow for those guys to try and, increase their draft stock and have a chance at the next level.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it
definitely.
be something if Clowney went number 1?
Mm-hmm. Well, coming up, can you
we were active today. We came out and we threw the first punch. And Kentucky punched us back. And when they punched us back, we didn't retreat. We kind of put our foot down and said, you know what, we're not having this. And, it was real proud of our guys, real proud.